Hello, folks. Welcome back to Red Dead Online. I like to call it Red Dead 2 also because that's obviously where it started, but it's Red Dead Online. I want to say, yeah, I'm Brian Herschel with Herschel Auto Gaming. Welcome. It's fun. We're going to do another treasure map. We're getting down to the treasure maps. Then I plan to do some bounties, but we have two left right now. I'm not saying we can collect more eventually. We'll probably do those two again because it's kind of fun to make little videos of it here and now. That's what I do. I just make videos of stuff I enjoy. That's enjoy doing or enjoy playing, and of course part of it is earning money and gold from these treasures. So it's nice to kind of pick those up and then just make a little video on them. But we will do some bounties, and that's I want to go back. I've already done a few anyway before, so I'll go back to doing that as well. But we're getting prepared here on Red Dead for Halloween and seeing what that will happen. I've never experienced Halloween, so I want to prepare for it, and I want to just have money and stuff, for maybe even buying new stuff that you don't get through the rest of the time playing this game. But before we get started, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and leave a like on the video, and hit the bell notification if you're on YouTube. And if you're on Rumble, please don't forget to follow us there as well. Hit the like and comment section, and it's much appreciated. Thank you very much. Well, let's get back. Yeah, look at this. Let's just take it in for a little bit. We're only doing treasure hunting. We don't have to rush off and do everything. Look at all this. Look at this, just beauty. I love this game. I do love the look of this game. I wish they could do more, add more, do stuff. It would be such a really fun game if you were able to really get more in owning businesses and like you do with GT Online. If they really came to just developing the game after this and stop trying to add new story or add new stories but within online, or if they want to make a story mode separate from the online, what I mean is they just keep adding to what's here already, adding to the map, and I hope they'll do that. We don't know the future, but it'd be nice if they did. Anyway, let's get up. Let's get started on this map quest journey. I think I may have even been at this campsite before. It's been a while because me and a friend played this when he wasn't doing very well. I accidentally figured out because I was like, I just want to go and play for a bit. So I sort of accidentally figured out that it was safer to play now than it had been when we both started out. He did. At least he collected stuff. I did stuff. I just, there we are, right there. So we're headed over here. Over here. Let's try to get. Let's see. Let's get that over here. There's where we are. Nice little bit of a map. Let's go get the treasure. Uh, so yeah, it's just been when I started. It was accidental. I said I'll get on, so I got on. Oh, whoops. Let's get my horse. It'd be nice. Camps are so weird and different. Oh, there's my horse. I feel like you feel like once you kind of know, but sometimes every once in a while there's a camp that you're kind of like, well, I haven't been here in a while. And they like to move your camps around. There's one place when I started they didn't move it around so much, so I moved it to the Heartland. And there was one spot by a river I liked, and I stayed there for a very long time. And then they moved me, but I also didn't play the game. I mean, I played it for a bit, but then I just, I mostly stayed at camp. I only did Christmas. I didn't even do Halloween. I only came in on Christmas just to see what it was like, and it was really cool. But I did not really go very many. I only went one place to the bar, and listened to Christmas piano music. So much fun. Anyway, what am I doing? So I'm doing these treasure hunts, but a little things are different. I'm going to say this, I used to only, when summer came around, everything else I did, whether it was Lego builds, I have other channels, I've put some videos on, I stopped. Gaming was consistent and constant, and I loved that. So I built up playing a ton of games. I have games, if you look at some of the playlists, I've uploaded new games quite a bit, sort of, especially till the hard drive crashed, and I sort of feel like I've been recovering ever since, trying to play these other games, and it's just but and then things changed. So I was able to get a new camera. I have lapel mics. So I was able to use it better with this new camera. It sounds really good. So now I could do stuff with the AC on that I wasn't able to do. I can't do everything. My green screen set stuff, I can't do that normally. So I'll still play game because gaming is my, gaming I can do consistently. This other stuff I can't. But it may change some things. It may, you know, I also got a book with backgrounds and stuff. I started out doing Lego animation a little bit too for my original channel, iHome Entertainment, and I have done some games on there. It was just there's a lot of little stuff on there, but and then I have a Lego channel now that I separate. I have my gaming channel, the Lego channel. I have a few channels I separated from that beginning. So, and this is one of those first channels that was separated because I was like, I just separate gaming because people, I don't want people to get confused if there's all this stuff. It's for so this is all just focused on gaming, just playing games, anything, gaming, stuff like that. So that's why I'm excited about this. But I got a book. I got this book that I want to do more stop motion animation. I thought about it with Lego, but thought it would be cool again to try to pursue it, and just even for fun. I like to do things a lot for fun, even playing games just for fun, you know. And I'm on disability, so it gives me stuff to do. So we got this book recently for me, where I can do animations, and I've been wanting to, and even though I know a little bit more of the stuff because I did it, but it's nice to have a book to read to go, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that. It's nice to have readable information because I do that with film too. I have readable information on about movies and, like making videos. I have basic books, even books on technically making movies. Okay, so we just ride around until we fill the remote. That's one of the things I do. Sometimes you could see it before, I do. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I feel it now. Okay, that's a guy on a horseman. That's not what we're looking for. Okay. And it's going to be a yellow, but sometimes I get confused with the plants. I know of the plants sometimes are kind of weird in my opinion. Okay, let's see. Sometimes they could be under a bridge. I begin to wonder if that is it. No? Because sometimes let's go around and see. No? Okay. Ooh. Okay, so maybe not. Because it's only in this circle. When you start getting out of the circle, it's not there. I'm trying to see. But yeah, what does this have effect on this gaming? It has a little bit. Oh, it has a little bit of an effect on the gaming. It's not a lot. Let's see. Yeah, see, I get confused with these plants sometimes, and that happens. But they also have a white. It looks like. So, uh, let's see. Is there anything? It may be across here actually. Let's see. There's only one way to know. Okay. All right. It's not under the bridge. Let's see if it's even what's over here. Let's see what's even over here. What in the world is that? That must be that lizard. Anyway, so what does it affect? Well, it affects that every once in a while I'll want to do my Lego animation. So I still will play games. I'll probably play a lot of games. But it means like if I have food reviews, I do that food review on iHome Entertainment. I could do that now. I could do other things now involving with this new camera that I couldn't do with some of the older cameras, even though I had audio thing. Even though I had audio stuff on the camera, some of the mics worked and some of them didn't really work that well. I could test it more, but I've been testing. But this newer camera, especially with the lapel mics and all that and other mics, it really does work. It's a more, in my mind, a more professional camera than what I've been using for videoing, even when I did Lego. But like I said, during the summer, everything stopped. See, it shows. It still shows it's raining pretty bad too. Let's see. Is it over this way? Okay, no, it's not over this way. Alright, so and sometimes you have to kind of search. Okay, they still want to say it's over here. Okay, let's look up because we're. Oh, there we go. Oh boy, I see it. Okay. Well, horse, stay there. All right, here we go. We're going swimming. Come on, let's do it. 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 But yeah, so I still play games. Oh, let's do it. I do enjoy playing games, by the way, but it's just things may change, you know. But there's some games I also need to finish. I realize I got way involved in, and some of those games have a lot like Starfield. I'll give an example: Starfield, Police Simulator. Oh, let's see. I do pretty good. Okay, I usually do pretty good. You don't treasure can vary, but I feel like the treasure does give you something, and it does quite a bit for you. But like I said in gaming, look at that. Look at how wow, look at this. This is actually kind of nice. I like the rain too. Let's go over this way and face this way. Oh, 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 oh. Slow down, horse. Sometimes I get a little antsy. All right. But anyway, I just so I'll be working on stuff, and it's kind of cool to get back. Like so the animation stuff I'll probably happen, but I'll still do a game review. Like right now today, I'm probably gonna do 2 game videos and work on a Lego stop motion animation thing. So that may be the case in the future, um, and it will vary. But there are games I really do that I've put a lot on, and my mama kept telling me to be careful, stuff like that, because I am on disability and I have heart issues and stuff. So I do have to keep that in mind. But I still like to make videos, and I'm able to make games and stuff. So I always do that. That's my go-to because it's easy for me, especially if I'm not feeling good in a day, that day too. That's also what I take in effect. But outside of that, I'm able to do a little bit more now, so I may pursue a few things as well. But I also need to finish some games because some games, especially some of the games that I get into, I just learn the mechanics and stuff, and I come back and I forget the mechanics because I didn't play for a very long time. And so, because some of the mechanics are a little more complicated, they're not just, you press this button to get to these buttons, and you do this to do, so you're doing constantly trying to figure out what's this, what's that, there's, it's like Police Simulator is one of those games that they're trying to be so realistic that they're get almost too complicated with it. It could have just made it easy, and I wish I would have done that more, made it a little bit more easier. But it's what it is. But I started it, so we'll see if I can think about one of those games that I can just play through, like pick a week or so, play through as much as possible, maybe a week or two, and then try to get through it. And maybe on Fridays or something like, or do it and then do this after, or do this along with something, and then try to finish that game, and then maybe even try to finish a few games that I've like the racing game, and try to get down more manageable, or get some of the higher, heavier duty games more down, the ones that require more like involvement, as in not like this. This doesn't require more involvement. This I could do, pick it up, and I pick it up pretty good. But there's not a lot of fancy controls for this game. Even though some of it you kind of have to get used to. It's a little different, but it's not like as it's not it's different from Night and Day from Starfield, where Starfield, which we played, has a lot of moving parts and a lot of you can hit this button to do and get wrong results, and you have to try to correct it, and it just there's a lot of buttons that come at you, and or a lot of stuff that you can do, and if you haven't just gone in and played the game and get through the grind and try to and learn and do the game, then you come back and you're kind of lost because you didn't stay long enough to really get down the muscle memory of the buttons, or even just get down the buttons, because there's more to the game than just here press A to do this, or even you know like a GTA, you press maybe a couple buttons to do something, and it's okay. Or it's not as simple some games are. And I picked a few games that I should have probably just stuck with one complicated game, and then try to go through and finish it, and then go to another complicated game with complicated buttons. Not like if I played right now. If I play Call of Duty, it'd be easy for me. It's just mostly shooting. There's not a lot of complicated buttons. It's I could get through that, and I could do. I think I do okay with, or do fairly well with that story mode, and the buttons aren't complicated. But other games, like certain survival games, sometimes can have a lot to moving parts to them, a lot more to move the game forward, and it takes time, and you could be doing a lot of videos, especially if you're new at it, than some other people may play constantly, even though those people were new at one time too, um, that gets involved in. So we'll have to look at that and maybe finish up some of those games. But for now, this is look at this. This is kind of fun. We found some treasure. We have one more treasure map, unless they throw another one at me. That we have one more treasure map. I want to get that done, and then I want to get into bounty before. And I probably pick up this game more than I will GTA, because GTA I can hold off on, because I know they'll update it, but I know I've made a lot of money towards maybe purchasing the any updates, and Halloween is coming up, and because of Halloween coming up, look at that night sky. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful game. Because of Halloween coming up, I really want to get involved in Halloween for this year. My woman was asking me if we were going to get Halloween GTA, because that's what she likes. She likes looking for the pumpkins. I said, oh, definitely, definitely we are. I said, but I just got to split my time. And even my friend said, yeah, we're going to have to split our time. But he goes, but we may focus a lot on this one for us, because we've never done this before. We've done the GTA. There's not gonna, unless they have, anything majorly new. There's not. It's probably, and even then we'll probably get some of it. We've gotten most, if not, I think we got most of even what was available at the time by just playing the game. Halloween stuff that we can get. I got all the Christmas stuff, unless they add something new. I even, so it would be nice to just kind of get ourselves involved in this game, since we're able to play it now without people treating it like Fortnite and wanting to blow up every half the map. And you can't even step 5 feet without something going wrong, because you can't even really play the game to even earn the money to begin to do stuff. So and now they changed it, and it's harder to. It's really it's to me it's we've been able to play and hardly ever been bothered and have fun, and we're in defensive mode, so it's hard to do anything. So it's to those people, so it's really nice. And most of the people on here we've run into, we don't talk to them obviously, because I just don't, but they just they go about their business. So it's kind of nice. I didn't want to make this. It's not a very long video, but I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for letting me ramble a little bit. We found the treasure. See, that's one of the spots you can find the treasure at. Obviously, we just found it, and that's why I did the treasure maps, because next time we do that map, it won't be under there. It will probably be over somewhere over there or something. I even got a camera. I wonder if they'll do ghosts in this one. They did ghosts in GTA. But anyway, we'll figure it out. I'll probably do some more GTA 5 with Halloween there, but that's not hard for me. I'm not expecting a lot. With that, I have plenty of money there, but I'm earning money from now in gold for anything we could buy here. And you can see we're already getting there. I bought some horses at one point. Like, this horse took gold, and I bought stables and stuff like that. So yeah, I have more horses than this. So yeah, I may be low for that reason. But I may have been low for that reason. But I'm earning back up to try to get some stuff. And me and a friend will probably play meantime and do some bounties with just me and him, and I may make some videos of bounties and stuff. We'll see what happens. But I want to thank you so much for being a part of my videos. And I got to get going. I'm sorry rambling so much, but we'll do more games. We may sit down for some of the games we have. That's just what I'm trying to say, and actually get down to complete them, and not just drag them out and drag them out. This game I could drag out forever, so I'm not too worried about it. So I can continue playing this game. But there are games that are, there's a finish to them, and it's nice to just get to that finish, and even do other games with story modes and stuff like that, and not drag them out for 5 years or something. I don't want to do that. I don't want to play that game. This game I could drag on forever, in a way. I mean, it would probably slow down majorly eventually, but I could drag on for a long time, because it's open world and you could play it, and just even if you just play to have fun. But anyway, until next time, I want to say thank you. God bless you, and bye for now.